What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I got a brand new video today for you guys. I got some Battlefield 4 gameplay in the background. Hope you guys enjoy that. But anyways, on to the video. So in today's video, I got 5 reasons why modern gaming sucks. Now, like a lot of you guys, I'm a gamer. I play a lot of video games. And today, the first reason why games suck now is because games are just not made with love or passion anymore, guys. Yes, I fucking said it. Games are not made with love or passion anymore, especially in this generation. Like, guys, compare the PS5 generation. I'm being serious when I say this. Compare the PS5 generation and the amount of games that console has had over the lifespan and compare it to the Xbox 360 generation. There is no competition right there. I don't give a fuck what any of you say. I don't give a fuck if you grew up with the PS5. I don't give a shit like if you think the PS4 generation was better. We all know that the Xbox 360 generation was like the fucking peak of like gaming right there. The amount of games that the Xbox 360 and the PS3, Wii, I don't give a fuck if you were on the Nintendo DS or the 3DS. That era, it just had a lot of love and passion into the games, man. And also, the difference between the Xbox 360 generation and the PS5 generation is that the Xbox 360 generation developers, they focused more on gameplay than graphics. Yes, I said it. Now, we all know that the Xbox 360 games, they don't look as bad as they do. You know, they don't look as bad for today's standards. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think most Xbox 360, PS3 games, they don't look really bad, especially when you compare it to like the fucking PS1, the Nintendo 64 era. I mean, even the PS2. The PS2, the graphics weren't like insane where you're like, oh my god, the graphics are so fucking good. No, but like the graphics did look decent for the time. But you can tell there was a big like difference from the Xbox 360 generation. I mean, from the PS2 generation all the way to the Xbox 360 generation. The Xbox 360, it expanded more, especially when it came to like open world games, like really big games. I'm talking like Red Dead Redemption 1. You know, for today's standards, it's not a big game. But dude, at the time, back in like 2009, Red Dead Redemption 1 was a pretty fucking big game. It really was. I remember, you know, a lot of my friends talking about Red Dead Redemption 1 back in the day. They really enjoyed it. They told me I should get it, but you know, I was fucking broke. I couldn't afford it. But anyways, like back in the 360 era, developers cared more about the gameplay. And just ask anyone who grew up with the Xbox 360, like me, my cousin, or like people from the Gen Z, like, you know, the older Gen Z or the slightly younger Gen Z. I think the really young Gen Z didn't really get to experience the Xbox 360, but you know, let me know in the comments down below if any of you guys are like, you know, really young and you guys got to experience that console. But like, yeah, like this generation, they really care more about graphics. Like every time you see a video game trailer or whatever, they always show off the graphics. They never show, like, yeah, some games do show gameplay or whatever, but they mostly show the graphics, and that's all people care about now. And it's fucking sad, because I remember back in the day, people would be like, okay, the game looks good, what about the gameplay? Literally everyone just wanted gameplay. Even now, people are starting to go back to that old school thing where like people want to see gameplay. They don't want to see these fucking, you know, these fucking high detailed fucking, you know, insane fucking graphics. Like, I could give a shit less about the fucking graphics. Just make a good fucking game with gameplay, man. That's really all I care about at this point now. But yeah, on to reason number 2 why games suck nowadays is that the games are so unoptimized, man. Oh my fucking god. It pisses me off that these fucking developers, these fucking pieces of shit, they do not take the time. I don't know if it's like the higher ups, I don't know if it's the publisher that's like treating them like shit or whatever the fuck, but like, bro, the games nowadays are so fucking unoptimized. They're so buggy. They don't work, especially when there's new games that are ported over to the PC. Bro, oh my god, it's just so broken. It really is, you know? Do I even need to give examples of games that were terrible ports on the PC? Do I really have to list them? Okay, I'll list them for you guys. Batman Arkham Knight, Spider-Man 2, Final Fantasy Rebirth, fucking, what other game was really unoptimized? You guys fucking know the games that are unoptimized as fuck on PC, and it's not even like, okay, old games had this problem too, where like games that were ported over to the PC, they were just fucking broken. They literally wouldn't work. Like, I remember I was playing this one game, I think it was called Saints Row on the PC. The game literally crashes, guys. Like almost every fucking half an hour the game crashes, and the only way to fix it is to like go in your files, change the compatibility. It's some nerd shit. Like, guys, when we get to the point where we have to go inside of our fucking computers, get rid of like folders, fucking change the compatibility options for a fucking game that's old, it gets so fucking frustrating, because it's like, did you guys even care about making a port for the PC, or did you guys just make it just to make fucking money? You know, it pisses me off, man. It really does. Another game that was unoptimized that just really popped in my head right now is Cyberpunk 2077. That's a perfect example. Or fucking that new Fallout game that came out. What was it? Fallout 76. Yeah, it was that fucking game. Remember remember that game? How fucking buggy it was on the console and on the PS4? Like, how is that possible? How? It makes no fucking sense to me how games that were made back in the 2000s, the late 2000s, into the early 2010s were more optimized than the games now. It makes no sense, bro. Make it make fucking sense, because it doesn't. It really doesn't. And it makes me angry. I know a lot of you guys are probably saying, damn, this motherfucker is angry. Well, dude, I'm a fucking gamer. I care about this shit. I want don't you think I want games to be good? I don't want games to be fucking terrible. I don't want that. Who wants that for their favorite hobby? You know? You think a fucking person who's like really into rock, you think they want to go to a rock concert where it fucking blows? Like, no, bro. We want a fucking good concert. That's why I'm so angry, because this is such a big problem, especially for PC gamers, is that every time there's a new game coming out, we're always like, oh my god, is the game gonna be buggy on day one? Is the game gonna work? Is the game even gonna launch on day one? These are all questions we all have, especially on PC. Like, I'm pretty sure all of you guys in console are, you know, you guys are pretty much fine. Like, yeah, there might be a bug or like this and that, except for Cyberpunk 2077. But you guys know what or Fallout 76. But other than that, other than those fucking exceptions right there, you're pretty much good to go on console. But on PC, we all have different hardware, guys. I don't think a lot of people who are on console understand that every PC gamer out there has a different GPU. We all have a different CPU. We all have different type of RAM. You know, there's just so many things that are in PC gaming that I feel like not a lot of people know about. Like, there's just different things, you know. Maybe you're on Windows 11 or you're on Windows 10. Maybe Windows 11 is the problem. There's a lot of things, you know, you got to worry about on PC. And yeah, man, I'm just so sick and tired of these fucking, I'm so fucking sick of it. This is like the biggest reason for me. I'm so sick and tired of games that are just unoptimized. Especially like Fortnite, bro. I get FPS drops on Fortnite, a fucking game that came out in 2017. How is that possible? Like, how? And I know a lot of you guys are gonna say, oh bro, your fucking PC fucking sucks. Nah, bro, I got a fucking 3060 Ti. That fucking GPU still works to this day. I don't understand. And you guys are probably gonna say, oh, it's probably your settings, man. But like, bro, the settings are literally they're on the highest settings. It can handle that, especially with my CPU. But I don't fucking know what it is with the Unreal Engine that it just fucking sucks, man. It really does. Unreal Engine, I fucking hate it, because I always get FPS drops on those type of games. Like, the games that have Unreal Engine in them, they're always fucking up. I don't know why. And if any of you guys got a fix, let me know in the comments for the Fortnite shit. But anyways, on to reason number 3 of why gaming fucking sucks now, is that almost every company right now, they just want to chase trends. Oh my god, don't even get me started on this shit. It's literally pissing me off when one of my favorite, you know, okay, my favorite franchises of all time, they start copying other franchises. Now listen, like, I get it, they want to chase the trend, they want to follow the money, they want to make more money, but guys, for the love of God, can you guys remember the time where every fucking game had a battle royale? Oh my god, dude, just remembering that, oh my god, it just pisses me off, because guys, literally Battlefield 5, a game that no one cared about because of the fucking trailer, that game had a battle royale. Did you guys even know that? Because I did it. I did not know that, because when I heard that Battlefield 5 was gonna have like females in a World War II game, I was like, you know what, fuck Battlefield, I'm done with Battlefield, I'm gonna just go play Battlefield 1. But like, seriously, like, who the fuck thought it was a good idea to put a battle royale in Battlefield? Who really thought that was a good idea, especially in a World War II game that has fucking females running around? Who thought that was a good idea? I really want to know what executive thought that was a good idea. I really do want to know. But yeah, man, and another game that had a battle royale, CSGO, one of my favorite games of all time. I literally sunk like a thousand hours plus into that fucking game, because that's how much I fucking loved it, bro. That was my addiction. That was my start of like getting really into gaming. Like, if it wasn't for CSGO, guys, I wouldn't be the person I am right now. I know this sounds fucking corny, but it's true, because that game literally, like, it made me fall in love with FPS games, because I just love the fact that CSGO is like a game that's easy to learn, but it's hard to master. I don't know, man. Just, I'm gonna make a whole separate video about CSGO, the old version, not the fucking CS2 version, because that version fucking sucks. They fucking ruined my favorite game of all time, but that's a whole different video. But yeah, man, all these fucking companies, they just want to chase trends, and it really makes me angry when I heard that the new Titanfall, which is a game I really want, Titanfall 3 needs to come out, but these motherfuckers at EA, which honestly, this might be a big W for EA, which I know a lot of people are gonna see that as weird, but like, the fact that they canceled the Titanfall 3 game that was gonna be an extraction shooter, I'm actually pretty excited that they fucking canceled it, because why? Just why? Who the fuck came up with that idea to make a game about robots, literally? Because that's why most people play Titanfall, is because of the gameplay and because there's fucking robots. I mean, guys, guys, we don't have a fucking Transformer game out there. We really don't. And I'm surprised Transformers hasn't, or like the company who owns Transformers, I'm surprised they haven't came out and like made a new game where like you can fucking get on a robot and start beating the shit out of each other. We literally don't have that in gaming right now. And that's something that EA could capitalize on, because no one is making those type of fucking games. No one's making games about robots, especially in multiplayer, you know? But yeah, man, the fact the developers for the new Titanfall 3 game were gonna make an extraction shooter, how the fuck was that even gonna work? I don't even know, man. But yeah, it pisses me off how all these companies, they rather chase trends instead of making a new game that is innovative or make a different type of game that we haven't played or experienced. Basically what I'm saying is that these companies, they don't want to take risks, guys. That's the whole reason why I made this video. These companies, they don't want to take risks anymore. They don't want to create a new franchise. They don't want to create a new type of game. They don't want to create a new character. They don't want to fucking, you know, take a hit and be like, okay guys, let's try to make a different game this year. Why don't we make a game about, I don't fucking know, a fucking female protagonist, but we're gonna make her cool and we're gonna make people like her and we're gonna market her in a really good way. They don't want to do that. They don't want to take risk anymore. Just look at Call of Duty. Call of Duty, they just released the same fucking game every year. They still use the Call of Duty name because they know it's gonna sell like hotcakes. They haven't made anything new. It's the same fucking game it's been for like 10 years now. It's honestly insane that none of these companies want to take risks, especially like companies like EA, where they could literally make a whole new Star Wars game, a Star Wars Battlefront 3, and they don't want to take that risk. They rather make a fucking, you know, some fucking thing for Apex Legends or some fucking thing for whatever the fuck other game they have, you know? They don't want to take risk anymore. And when I mean a risk, I don't mean like a shitty risk, you know, like with Anthem. Oh my god, can you you guys remember that fucking game, Anthem? Oh my god, that was a shit show, wasn't it? But yeah, man, like these companies, they just don't want to take risk anymore, and it pisses me off because, like I said, back in the Xbox 360 or back in the PS2 era, a lot of developers, they took risks. Like when they made that 50 Cent game, or when there was literally a Jackass game, guys, on the PS2, a Jackass game. I'm not even joking when I say that, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you don't remember that game because it didn't sell well, but the company took a risk, and when I played that game was fucking fun, you know? It was the shit. Now going to the Xbox 360 era, I remember there was this one game where me and my cousin played it together because they actually had co-op. Yes, co-op was a thing back in the Xbox 360 era. My cousin had bought in this Family Guy game, right? And basically you get to play as like, you could pick either character, you know? You could play as Stewie or fucking Brian, and you like go on this adventure of like trying to save the multiverse or whatever. I don't know, some crazy shit. But like that was a risk that a company took, bro. We don't get those type of games anymore. We haven't had a Family Guy game in like fucking more than a decade, or even like a fucking South Park. I mean, South Park did make a new game, but it was dog shit. But like still, we don't get those type of games anymore. We don't get different type of genres, different type of like, oh, when are they gonna make like an Avatar The Last Airbender game? They never do that. They don't want to take risks. Now on to reason number 4 why games suck nowadays is the fucking microtransactions, guys. The microtransactions and the DLC are a big problem in gaming. It's been a problem ever since the Xbox 360 generation, you know, because back on the PS2, we didn't have DLC or any of that, which I wasn't around at the time, but my cousins that had a PS2, and when I would play it, there was no fucking like, you know, place to like go on party chat. There was no, you know, things that the Xbox 360 innovated on, it was not on the PS2, you know, like there was no DLC, none of that bullshit. As soon as you bought a game, that's what you were getting. Like you couldn't ask for DLC, extra content, none of that. That just wasn't a thing back then. But yeah, man, companies are just getting more greedy as time passes, and it pisses me off because I remember back when games were just made with passion. Like, yes, the developers were greedy back then, I will admit, you know, especially during, you know, the golden years of Call of Duty. They really fucking like made a lot of DLC, pretty expensive too. Like I remember it would really split the player base back in the day, especially with the old Call of Duty games. Guys, not everyone can afford this shit. Not everyone can drop $60 on a season pass. I think they should bring that back now. I actually prefer the season pass over this fucking, you know, microtransaction costume buying, Fortnite type of like skins, fucking bullshit. I would have much rather preferred a season pass where like you can earn stuff as time goes on, you know, like I would have preferred that way better. But yeah, man, I'm so sick and tired of all these microtransactions, and basically the game, it basically tells you, oh, you're a fucking loser if you don't buy this bundle. Oh, like you're missing out. You don't have the battle pass. Oh, well, you're not getting the skin. Oh, you're not getting COD points. You're not getting this. You're not getting this emblem. You're not getting this title card. It's so fucking stupid how they try to force you to buy this shit, especially as soon as you open the game. Like, I remember back in the day, like, video games had like these cool ass intros, these like cool, like, you know, fucking crazy shit going on, which we still have now. But like, it almost seems like as soon as you open a game, they want you to go to like the item shop in Fortnite. They want you to go to like the bundle section on Call of Duty. They want you to go to the DLC section on Battlefield. They want you to go to the DLC section on Halo, or they want you to buy the new Halo skin. It's so fucking stupid how back in the day we actually had cool shit, you know? Like, the DLC wasn't even on the front page or whatever. Like, yeah, maybe for some games it was, but not for all of them, you know? It almost feels like these companies, they just want you to waste more fucking money on them, which is true. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think down below about the microtransactions and the DLC. Honestly, I'm one of the biggest haters of that shit. I think it needs to get, you know, it just needs to get rid of, man. Like, just get rid of it. It's so fucking annoying. Just give me like a season pass or something and just give me content that way, or at least make the fucking game complete, or give us free content every now and again, you know? I kind of miss that, especially in the Modern Warfare 2019 era. Like, I remember when that game came out, I actually liked how there wasn't really a lot of DLC. Like, yeah, there were bundles. This is the start of like Call of Duty adding bundles and like skins and all that, but at least we got maps, you know? We got maps every what, fucking like couple of months. We got a new map, we got new this. They actually brought some maps back from back in the day. Like, I think they brought back Scrapyard on that fucking game. There was a lot of things they did good with that game, but we just don't see that anymore, you know? Like, a fucking company giving you free content, that's never gonna happen. But anyways, guys, on to the last reason why modern gaming fucking sucks is that the games on the consoles are getting too expensive, and it's pissing me off, man, especially now with like the tariffs. We're not even talking about inflation either in the mix with the tariffs and everything, but games and consoles, they're getting too expensive right now, especially the games, because they are not worth $70, guys. These games nowadays, they're not even worth $60, because half of the time the people who made the fucking game don't know what they're doing. They don't know about like the history behind this genre. They don't know the history behind, you know, the like Battlefield or anything, you know? Like, for example, like, I'm gonna use 2042 as an example, the Battlefield 2042. The people who made that game did not give a fuck about the game. They did not care, because if they cared, they would have gave us a good product and they would have gave us good maps, but we didn't get any of that. Instead, we got a buggy fucking shitty game that no one cared about in like a couple of months, because we were all waiting for like the updates. People, well, not me, but like people who bought the game for like $60 or $70 at the time, they were waiting for updates. They were waiting for, okay, maybe they're gonna fix the game, maybe it's gonna be like Battlefield 4 all over again, maybe they're gonna fix the game and actually give us something good, or they might give us free content. None of that happened. The game was broken for like a couple of months. I remember seeing videos of like people talking about how like they jumped out of a chopper, but somehow they got stuck inside the chopper and they died, or like people were having bugs where like they were shooting at someone but the bullets wouldn't register, and when the person that they were shooting at shot them back, they died. Like, shit like that. Games are just not worth $70 now, man. It really isn't, especially now with like people that they can barely afford groceries, they can barely afford clothes, they can barely afford their kids, they can barely afford rent, a house. Things are just getting expensive, guys, and that's why people, in my opinion, this might sound crazy to most of you, but I think that's why people nowadays, they need to start voting with their wallet, or else nothing in the gaming industry is ever going to change. But as long as people keep paying these ridiculous prices, things will just get worse in the future. And that's the thing that really hits home. You got to start voting with your wallet, bro, especially nowadays. Like, nowadays you really got to start voting with your wallet. Like, okay, do I support this company, or should I give my money to like this company or this small company, you know? Guys, start voting with your wallets. I've been doing this since I was like fucking in high school. Why have I been doing this? Is because I understand that there's a lot of companies out there that they just don't give a fuck. They don't care about the product. They don't care about giving a good product to the customer. All they care about is that, okay, he paid $70, we got him. We fucking got him. And oh, he paid an extra $20 for some micro transaction or DLC. We fucking got him. You know, that's what a lot of these companies are thinking now, is that they just want to fucking get you. They just reel in the hook and they're like, okay, someone's gonna bite. Someone bites, they get them, they catch them, and they're fucked. Nowadays, I start voting with my wallet. I mostly play on PC now. I don't really play on console. Like, sometimes I do hook up like my Xbox 360 to play old games like the WWE games. I really miss those games. They were really good and they were made with passion and love. Sometimes I hop on my PS4, play some Battlefield 4, but I just fucking hate paying for PS Plus. So I think I'm pretty much not gonna use that console. Maybe I'm gonna just use it to like play PlayStation exclusives that I didn't get the chance to play back in like 2016 when I did end up getting my PS4 console. I ended up getting that on Christmas. But yeah, man, like I just don't see the point of getting a console now. I really don't. I think nowadays the best part about gaming, a lot of people are starting to realize that the PC is starting to become like very popular console because you can just do anything on a fucking computer, guys. You can fucking emulate games, you can pirate games, you can buy games really cheap on sale on Steam. The gameplay that I have in the background right now, Battlefield 4, guess how much I paid for this fucking game? I paid $2 and like 70 cents or whatever, plus taxes. After taxes, my bad. Like I paid like, it was like $2 on the Steam sale and I ended up paying like $2 and like 50 cents or whatever. I can't remember, but that's a big example right there. I got that game, all the DLC, guys, everything, like all the DLC from like a long time ago. I got everything for like $2.50. That's less than a fucking cup of coffee at Starbucks. I'm not even joking. Search that up. I don't know what country you guys live in, but here in the United States, a fucking Starbucks coffee, a small one too. I'm not talking about the big one. The small one, it costs like $4 to $5. Maybe plus tax, it's like, you know, $6. I bought that game for so cheap. And not just that, I bought Battlefield 3 for like $2. I bought Mirror's Edge for like $1. I bought this game that EA made back in the day called Alice the Madness Returns, which is like a Alice in Wonderland type of game. I bought that game for like 90 cents, guys. That's how fucking cheap it is on Steam when it's on sale, by the way. I'm not talking retail price. I'm talking, you know, when things are on sale. But yeah, man, nowadays PC gaming just seems like far better, superior. It's always been superior, but like still, it just seems like the right choice for many people because you can just do anything on there. And also, if you don't want to game on that thing, you can use it to get a job, or you can use it to like, you know, surf the web, go on the fucking dark web, you know, just do a lot of crazy shit. You don't really have to use it primarily for gaming. You can use it for anything else too. But yeah, man, those are the 5 reasons why I think gaming sucks nowadays. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. It took a long time to make. I actually ended up coming up with these reasons like at work. Like I was just bored as fuck and I just ended up coming up with these reasons. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, man, peace out.